Hello, my name is Mark. Not that late. It happened 2 days ago. The Charlotte and Tiffany promo, or just this conversation that they made. It was a shoot galore. I didn't watch it because I don't know, but I heard it because of like the certain line of "You're a Nepo baby," and Charlotte respond with "I'm a Nepo queen, bitch." Well, not like that, but it happened. So I just looked this article WWE from Screen Rant. WWE just delivered its most shoot segment since the Attitude Era, and it wasn't a good thing. Yes, professional is written by Adam Bernard is published 14 hours ago. Professional wrestling is full of big egos and big feelings. That's true. So it's not out of the ordinary to see real life heat or real life issues pour into a storyline to help advance the narrative. Yes, in professional wrestling you can shoot, but you know the certain degree of professionalism should be there. Whether you can shoot, you can go for shoot. At least you have a professionalism in a backstage area where you can ask the opponent to specific story to have a conversation. Hey, can I shoot this kind of idea in the promo? Can I shoot this or shoot that? If it's okay, both of you, if the both of them, the people in the storyline agreed, with consent, then it's gonna be good. If you know, like CM Punk, John Cena, especially CM Punk, remember Pipe Bomb? That happened, I think, and we can go back to the early 1998, 1999, during that time, especially when Paul Heyman did a shoot promo with Vince McMahon on the ring, of talking about how Vince McMahon Senior, his father, like didn't want take all the just took the competition to his knees. Like he want to be competition with with him holding WWF, and then the other can have all their promotion. And then Paul Heyman shoot on Vince. It was a good segment. And then in backstage area, we knew that Paul Heyman asked Vince, "Hey, I wanna do this promo. Can I talk to you about it? And then this is okay or not?" And Vince said okay. And then things happen, and then it was magic. The rest is history. But right now, I don't know about the backstage after this because it's between uh, Charlotte and Tiffany. I don't know what's going to happen because uh, things is just went out of hand. Let's continue, or even to bring more attention to it on an overall scale. Yeah, real stories and real beef can at most, almost always elevate the story to the next level, even if the casual fan watching isn't always aware at the offset whether it's real or imagined. Yes, professional wrestling always showcase or put some realness. They blurred the line between reality and fiction. They are talented. That's why I think they should be in the Oscar because how they are put some story and then put some fiction and reality, which is people seems really don't know or just really know. CM Punk storyline with him leaving WWE. That's a good storyline because in real life he was kind of leaving. His contract is it's not renewed at that moment. 2011, Money in the Bank. Shit was magic. Okay, that's cool. Now, go back to Charlotte. During the last night Friday Night Smackdown, the lines of kayfabe were the run to as WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and 2025 Royal Rumble winner Flair took liberties with each other on live television and shot verbal live rounds in a segment that designed to advance their feud heading to WrestleMania 21, which is, in my honest opinion, they should main event night one, but it's main evented by CM Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. What resulted was the most shoot segment WWE has broadcasted since possibly the Attitude Era, and that wasn't a good thing. I don't know. I heard a little bit about, I think either Tiffany or Charlotte didn't know what they're doing, or just forgot what line they're supposed to, or just, I don't know. Tiffany Stratton and Flair started out promising, but I think the past like 2 3 weeks, Charlotte has been the character that, and I don't know if he mostly shooting or just like a bratty piece of garbage kind of, like, yeah, because he's a queen doesn't care. And then, like, the first two one of the 2 weeks since they've like met each other, uh they're doing okay. And then, like, this interview that happened, Charlotte kind of more heelish, which is, I understand it, that's her character, like braggy, braggadocious, what is it, braggadocious. And then Tiffany kind of like didn't know what to do. She still need to learn things in WWE, especially she's still 25, still in the business for like, I don't know, still, I don't know when she debuted. I think 2022 or 21. I think 22. She's in business like 3 years, and I don't know, like, Tiffany Stratton, one of the fastest rising star in WWE in the new batch of NXT talent, won the WWE Women's Championship after cashing in on Nia Jax during the January 3rd episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Her paths seem destined to cross with a returning Charlotte Flair, coming back to WWE after a vicious knee injury sidelined her over a year. Stratton had previously commented on a potential match with Flair at WrestleMania 41 or 42, and had expressed high hopes that it would happen sooner rather than later. She said, I definitely totally can see that. I would love for that to happen, and I hope for that to happen. Whether it's this Mania or the following Mania, I would love for it to happen. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, which is, it happened. After Flair won the Royal Rumble, which nobody likes it, in February, the showdown between the two was set. And although it seemed great on paper, the cracks were already starting to show. Smith's spot during segment and awkward promos, yeah, especially these promos. Promo were side by side. It was, I think it wasn't good, and people seems like, ooh, they should just fight, just to brawl every week, leading like the next week, right before WrestleMania. I think just straight brawling, no more promos, enough. Started to hamstring to build. Their first official face-off came, oh yeah, the March 21st, 2025 episode of Friday Night SmackDown. While Flair seemed fully in her element, breaking the script to keep up, Stratton seemed to stumble, yeah, and find her place. And fans took it social media saying the Stratton was unprepared and out of her element. This thing about uh being a wrestler, a professional wrestler, in whether in you are in WWE or AEW, always be prepared. Always learn your enemies or your opponent. I know you are like co-workers, but at least have a decent knowledge of your opponent, because things like this could happen. It's not always happening, but it could happen at some point. You have to be witty, you have to be clever, and it did happen at this SmackDown, but it wasn't good. I know, I heard it. I think they took it down. I don't know. The promo from last night, okay, it's unavailable because they kind of took it down. With just 2 weeks, WrestleMania 41, Stephanie met Charlotte in the ring for a face-off, moderated by Wade Barrett. Flair referred to her choosing Stratton as her opponent as charity work, to which Stratton asked Flair got her in wooing during the segment. What followed was a full breakdown of the script, as both performers veered wildly off track and lobbed live rounds at each other to discomfort of Barrett. Poor Wade Barrett. The fans in attendance and the fans watching, Stratton took the first shot, aiming an earlier appearance Flair, where she became emotional, discussing her recent divorce from Andrade. Oh Jesus! Followed by telling her that she never be as good as her dad, Ric Flair. Yes. Oh boy. Okay. Flair trying to get word in to respond to Australian, was booed loudly and became visibly frustrated by the Chicago crowd. Yes, Chicago, Philly, New York. I, the only thing I remember, the East crowd always showed up because they are really fantastic wrestling fan. They're fanatic wrestling fan. I love the especially New York crowd. If you go to the ECW Hammerstone Ballroom, amazing crowd. And after multiple attempts to complete her thoughts, allowed Stratton to have the last word. Stratton then stated that while Flair was busy partying in her dad's basement at 25 years old, she became the WWE Women's Champion, followed by telling her that she wasn't Queen of Shit, invoking response for Flair that saw her mock her voice speech, seemingly enraging. Oh boy. Okay. In the most egregious moment of the segment, Stratton stated that after beating Flair WrestleMania 41, the latter will be alone in wrestling, referencing, I heard that, recent divorce again, following asking her what her marriage record was. 0-3, Stratton mocked Flair's woo exclamation as, I thought, the first I thought, listened or heard this, 0-3, I thought talking about drinking issues. I heard it wrong. It was divorce. I heard it somewhere. I'm sorry if that came into my mind. Through exclamation as he threw the microphone at her and rolled out of the ring, causing Flair to retort, "Is that why Kaiser's in my DMs?" Oh Jesus! Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, yeah. This is what I talk about, the Paul Heyman pipe bomb. Always, it's a good promo because like shoot promos in wrestling not always a great idea. Yes, of course, but if you want to do it, ask the opponent or the person you're working with. That's always ask him. You should have a consent way, both ways. Heyman already asked Vince, "Would you like to hear my promo? Because this promo is personal." And Vince said, "Hey, if it brings money, go ahead." He didn't hear it, and then the rest again is history. So shoot promos from wrestlers are certainly not of the ordinary and can cause multitude of issues for the performers with their employees and the other wrestlers they took liberties with. CM Punk's infamous pipe bomb promo and Paul Heyman's promo with Vince McMahon. It was 2001. I'm sorry if I don't remember if it's 1998 or 1999. It was 2001. Are designed blur the edges of reality and fiction and elicit and is it real response from fans. The actual unscripted shoot promoted can do significant amount of damage to performance, career, and trajectory, like Scott Steiner's shoot promo to Ric Flair in WCW, which is one of the best promo that Scott did. I think talking about, I don't remember, but I know he still using his sunglasses and this kind of Superman shirt, which Steiner commented that almost got him fired. And he talked to Chris Van Vliet about those promo, and said that, "Hey, I'm in NWO. I'm gonna attack everyone." I mean, yes, I think that's good connecting the dot. Stratton and Flair talking liberties at one another in the middle of live broadcast is likely to cause eyebrows to be raised in the backstage area, and recent reporting seem to confirm that both performers veered fully off script to the segment. The fallout has yet to be revealed, but WWE has already edited almost all the shoot portions of the promo out of posting on their official YouTube page, which is currently taken down. It's not there anymore. Now it's screen rant take. The heat is turned up, but can it sustain through the Vegas? Hate it or love it, it's impossible to ignore Charlotte Flair impact on WWE Women's Division and her impact on the growth of women's wrestling in the mainstream consciousness. Charlotte winning Royal Rumble wasn't a great idea, in my opinion, but because WWE already envisioned her to be the winner, I understand. But do you agree with it? No. I think you could put someone like Io, so we can get that triple threat: Io Sky, or not Bailey, but a new star. I don't know what it is. I forgot who. I think it's Roxanne at some point, and then Liv. I want Liv to want it, but I don't know. So giving the rub to an up and coming superstar like Triff and Stranon on paper seems like the best thing of for all parties involved, but something seems supremely off balance with this feud build up, and last night's shoot promo proves it. While Flair seems frustrated at the Chicago crowd and let it get to her, Charlotte, you've been in WWE for from 2013-14, 11 years. What is wrong with you? Don't get me wrong, I love Charlotte, but come on, you've been here for 11 years. You should know that Chicago, Philly, New York, the most hostile place for wrestling. So you have to be prepared and have a thick skin. Stratton was still reeling from the March 24th war of words with the Queen that reportedly left her feeling embarrassed. It's entirely possible and almost completely likely that WWE will lean into real life feed between the two and allow performers take additional and hopefully pre-approved hot shots at one another. However, it remains to be seen if the newfound fire will elevate or sustain the feud through to WrestleMania 41, as the build and the chemistry have been lackluster at best so far. The only thing that I want to see is professionalism. Hopefully they just work it out in the backstage. I don't know what they are going to do, what they are talk about. I hope they shaking hands and be professional. With this, I know Charlotte is going to win that women's title. Oh boy. It is kind of a bad situation. I want maybe Nia Jax to be winning, but it happened already. It's Charlotte winning. In the end, Shoot's promo, I'm fine with it because it happened in World of Pro Wrestling. But if you want to shoot, you have to contact or have a conversation with the person you're working with. Don't be like Hangman Page, guys. When you have consent about the promos that you want to talk about, and then you went another route, things gonna get really bad. And this is the thing. Either Charlotte or Tiffany forget or forget something that they're supposed to do, and then things went off rail. But at least I want to give a credit to both Charlotte and Tiffany. They studied their opponents really well, even though it's kind of bad. Yeah, this is bad. But hopefully we could see something at next week's Smackdown, the final one, final build. No promo, just straight hooping, choke out each other, slapping each other. Like if you remember Nia Jax and Charlotte when they shoot fight on the ring, they're all kind of laughing at each other. If you remember, if you know, that shit was kind of bad. That shoot fight. Nia Jax kind of slapped the shit out of Charlotte. Hopefully we didn't get to see that. Hopefully we could see real shit, real hooping, women's hooping at WrestleMania. But I think if WWE knows what they're doing, I want Tiffany to hold the title. He defends it and win it. I don't want Charlotte to win, but with this, we could see Charlotte winning. But I don't know. Let me your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. That's what I think about the whole situation. I didn't watch it, but I heard it. It was bad. Again, it was bad. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.